What's your story?
Well, I went in the Merchant Marine Cadet Corps in 1945. We went as a cadet midshipman and went to the Merchant Marine Academy and then sailed for a number of years after that. 1945, got there just about the time they stopped shooting, supposedly. But in the first year, we went out on a ship and headed across the Pacific Ocean. And about halfway across, the mate looked out. We were carrying had everything from Coca-Cola to poison gas, and we were going to Korea.
Yeah.
In 1946. And go on the way over, the Pacific Ocean is like a plate of glass.
Yeah.
But as we were going across, we didn't go very fast. The mate saw some porpoises kind of playing around in front. And so one of them wasn't moving, so he put the glasses on it. It was a floating mine, and we were heading for it. So at the quartermaster to swing it, we missed it by about 10 or 12 yards, which was good.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Then we went on to Korea. We went to Incheon. Later on, Incheon was famous because that's where MacArthur invaded during the Korean War.
Yeah, landing.
Well, I was there 4 or 5 years earlier, and there's a 29-foot tide there.
Oh, wow.
So we to unload, we were 2 miles offshore, and we just took whatever we had on the lighters to take it in. Because the tide was in, there was a dock about 200 yards long. When it was out, it was about 2 miles.
Oh, wow.
And the rest of it was a mud flat. So we did that. And after that, went on a trading cruise, went around South America and what have you. And after that, I was on a victory ship in the Atlantic as a cadet. And we went to Belgium and Holland. And we were supposed to stop in England. We ran aground in the English Channel. And we didn't do that. And then we went back to the academy for a couple of years. Then went back and sailed on, the first ship after I graduated was the General Thomas H. Berry. It was a passenger ship. We were carrying dependents back from Europe. And did that for a few months. And then I went on to tankers. I sailed on T2 tankers for Gulf Oil Company from about 1950 to 1954. And they're talking about all this fighting of the Hormuz and other things. Well, we went through that back then. We went to Kuwait and loaded oil. And that was a 55-day round trip from Philadelphia to Kuwait, load oil, and come back. And other trips were coastwise from Texas up to Philly or New York or Boston, what have you. I went down to South America a couple of times, to Venezuela and Brazil.
Yeah.
Love going to sea.
I've always thought it'd be a neat thing to do. My grandpa was in the Navy during the Korean War.
Okay.
He was up on the Arctic Patrol above the Arctic Circle.
Cold.
Yeah.
But he came back okay.
Yeah, he did.
I love going to sea. Just something about it. Excuse me. Got a mouthful.
Yeah, it's all right. No rush.
I just love being at sea. And a tanker, you come into port for about 2 or 3 days and out again. But you got plenty of money, so whenever you got to port, that you got to draw, and then you throw it away, go back to sea in the next port, you'd earn some more money to do that. But I just loved being at sea. Just something about it.
The closest I've ever been is the ocean, Outer Banks.
Well, you got to be on a ship.
Did you want a drink or anything?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Well, I love going to sea, but I found a girl to get married, and I loved her better than I did the sea. So I gave up the sea.
How long have you been married, or?
My wife just passed away in February, so we were married 71 and a half years.
Oh wow. How old are you then?
98. So I miss her very much.
I would imagine so. You from around here?
I live in Houserville,
Okay.
over at State College. I grew up in Nebraska. That's a long ways away from water.
Yeah.
World War II changed things for everybody. If it wouldn't have been for World War II, probably would have never left Nebraska.
Probably not. But always new opportunities.
Well, you're either going to go someplace or you're going to get drafted to go someplace.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Were you drafted or did you sign up?
I just signed up. They had a competitive examination when I was getting out of high school for the merchant marine. I don't know what the merchant marine was. In Nebraska, you don't see that much water, but I saw old movies there about see the Navy and see the world. It was exciting.
Yeah.
But when I was going to get out of high school, said, you got to go someplace. You didn't have a choice back at that point. So I took this exam and got accepted, and it ended up being a career.
It's pretty neat.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Part of me has thought about in passing doing something like, I don't know, going to the oil rigs of Texas or something out in the ocean. I never really really put a lot of effort into it, but I always thought it'd be neat to do. So it's a long way from home.
It's a different life.
Yeah.
Follow your dream. Try something.
Yeah. It's the only way to find out.
If you don't like it, you can quit and come back.
True.
Or you find, like I did, something that more to me than what I left there.
Yeah.
I have no regrets about giving up going to sea. I had a good life with my wife.
It's good. I'm glad. Maybe someday I'll get there.
Yeah.
I've tried, but nothing that so far. This is not in God's plan yet.
Don't give up.
Nope.
No, the world is your oyster. You can open it up and you'll after it. First. Mine was a little different at that time. You didn't have it. You were going to go someplace. To the draft. They needed people. And the war ended and it changed it. But somebody from every house was in one of the services back then.
Did you ever spend much time in Korea, or were you just shipping in the area?
We just went in and back out. With tankers, you come into port, and it'd be 24 or 36 hours is all the time you'd be there. So you go and
Yeah.
get drunk and get back. With a tanker, it's a little different than other things because it is so much short time in the port.
Yeah, that's offload and then go.
And go, yeah. The super tankers that they have now are much larger than the ones that I was on.
Yeah, they get pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know how to swim. I'm kind of afraid of going underwater for whatever reason, but I always thought it'd also be neat to be on the Great Lakes or something like that. Experience something just a little adventurous.
Yeah, or boats and what have you. Yeah. You don't have to learn how to swim. Nothing makes you swim if you're on the ship. We didn't go swimming. We just going. I was in the engine room all the time. So. We just sent the 4 to 8 watch, or 12 to 4 watch last. There was a second assistant engineer that was responsible for the boilers, the boiler room. So you'd be on shift, be on from 12 to 4 in the morning and at night. And all day long.
Was it 2 or 3 shifts?
There were 3 shifts, 4-hour shifts. Third assistant was on 12 to 4. Second assistant was on 12 to 4. Third assistant was on 8 to 12. First assistant was 4 to 12 to 4 in the morning, 12 to 4 at night. You sleep in the day. Or if you're working on something, you might have to hang over. So I was rebuilding a feed pump for the boilers. You only have 2, So if I'm going to rebuild one of them, you're taking it down and then you only got one.
Yeah.
So I'd stay at it until it was completed. And particularly the guy that pumped it, became pretty much an expert on, was a coffin feed pump was the name of it. And it was very high pressure. And it took me maybe 32 hours to tear it down and build it up. So if I took one of them down, I stayed at it until I was done.
Makes sense. You ever do any welding?
Did some of that. Welding, brazing, what have you back at that time. You had a machine shop, you might have to make something.
Oh, that's neat. Onboard machine shop.
Mm-hmm.
Ship. You know, welding is what I do as a job.
Mm-hmm.
Just
It's
curious.
a good job.
Yeah.
One thing I loved to do at the time was lead burning.
Like lead welding.
Mm-hmm. I was good enough at it that I could do it. I wasn't an expert. That melts real fast.
Yeah.
If you're a welder, you have plenty of jobs to do.
Yeah, there always is.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you learn that?
The Mifflin County Academy,
Mm-hmm.
out towards Lewistown, is where I was taught.
Okay. Must have been a good school. You like it?
Yeah, it was a 9-month course, but it was paid for by a state grant, so it was free.
Can't knock that.
No, can't.
You working for somebody now?
Yeah, I'm working at a welding shop in Bellefonte.
What kind of stuff are you welding on?
Oh, pretty much everything. Right now it's a lot of structural stuff, I-beams, tube steel, making them into columns,
Mm-hmm.
angle iron, great big 21-inch I-beams, 21 inches wide, 40 foot long.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
So you come in and say, what am I going to work on today?
Pretty much. There's always something new.
Mm-hmm. Got a pretty good sized crew.
It's a small crew, actually. Maybe, let's see. Maybe 6 guys on the welding crew
Mm-hmm.
and a couple in management.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, not a bad place. I gotta go pick up a chainsaw here, so I should probably get going. What's your name?
Thank you.
Yeah, what's your name?
Lloyd Neiman.
Lloyd Neiman.
Yes.
I'm Garrett Snyder.
Kind of vision.